I'm Anna Leonard. I'm an assistant professor in the management department here in Spears, and I just started this last fall. My research interests are in three main areas. I look at justice in the workplace, emotion in the workplace and how it affects how you interact with your supervisors and your other employees, and specifically emotional regulation. And then I also look at decision-making biases, so ways that we try to make good decisions and advocate for others, but ways that can end up backfiring. So surface acting arises because there are emotional demands in the workplace. So whether your job is being a professor or working in the service industry, sometimes you have to display being happy even when you don't feel that way. And surface acting is one of the ways that you can end up accomplishing that goal by essentially faking an emotion that you don't authentically feel. So this obviously might have negative ramifications, because if you're faking being happy and you don't feel that way, it can be depleting, it can make you tired. If you're spending all day faking an emotion and you come home, it can be hard to stop faking that emotion. It can also make you like your job less. So these are all things that we know in the literature about surface acting. But some of the positive implications of surface acting is something that I found really interesting. Essentially this idea that we've only really looked at surface acting in positive context, so ways that you have to fake being happy. But what if we look at faking being negative, so ways that you might need to show sadness for somebody or frustration? That I actually thought might have positive implications by reversing some of these effects. The most interesting takeaway from my research is that we all surface act in different ways in our jobs, and there are actually ways that you can shape this kind of necessary work experience to have positive impacts on your life. So I actually find that when you think about kind of high level why you're accomplishing something, this can make surface acting positive displays less harmful. But if you think about kind of your underlying feeling a lot, this can make surface acting negative displays even more helpful. So we actually have agency in how we go through our work lives with using emotional regulation. And this is something that's really important, because it can be kind of terrifying to think about how depleting and kind of exhausting it can be to have to emotionally regulate all the time. But if we have some level of control in shaping our response to it and recovering from it, this can bring a lot of hope to people whose job is all day just faking emotion.